Sunday, I stay home, do my homework, and pass the day with my daughter.
Okay. Oh, wow. So you had a busy weekend.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's please continue. And we were in,
Sunday, I stay home, do my homework, and pass the day with my.
all right. We started unit number 4, right?
Yes.
Mhm. Okay, so we are here. And we did this practice about phrases with take. And now we have to continue on to outdoor activities. We also did this conversation
Yes.
practice, right? Hmm. Now we have to go to grammar, unit number 4. And well, we are going to be reviewing tag questions. And this is something that we have seen before, but we only review tag questions in the present with the verb to be, simple present with auxiliaries, and simple past, remember? We
Yes.
only review tag questions until here. But tag questions can be applied to all the grammar structures, all of them, even modal verbs. All the modal verbs can be applied to tag questions. Well, and in this unit, you're going to be reviewing tag questions, but tag questions, but not this one, not with the past perfect tense, okay? In the unit, you're not going to see the past perfect. You're only going to see present perfect, will, and modal verbs. But it is very important for you to know already that you can apply tag questions to all grammar tenses. Therefore, let's please begin. And well, we said that to form a tag question, we need to have a statement and then the question, right? It's basically like asking 2 times to be sure. So she is American, comma, isn't she? When my sentence is affirmative, my tag must be negative. And here, how can I tell about the time? Well, the time and the tense, I'm going to be identifying by reading the sentence and basically identifying the auxiliary verb, right? If I see here that is with the verb to be, my tag must be also using the verb to be. If here I don't have a verb to be, I have a verb, I cannot use is, right? Because we are talking about the present simple with do and does. So I have to really pay attention, and this is very, very important. We have to pay attention to the auxiliaries of the sentences. If we pay attention to the auxiliaries, then we are going to be able to write down the tag correctly, okay? So it is very important, the identification on the auxiliary in a sentence so we can write the tag. And well, if my sentence is affirmative, my tag is going to be negative. If my sentence is negative, my tag is going to be affirmative. So in the present with the verb to be, Miss R is going to be, she is American, isn't she? And the other way around, she isn't American, is she? And here we have another example using the present simple tense with the auxiliaries do and does. And here we have an example. Please, can you read on this example?
Yes. You study English, don't you?
Correct. And when the sentence is negative and the tag is affirmative?
You don't study English, do you?
Yes, correct. And here, how do I know if I wouldn't be seeing this part? How would I know if this sentence is the present simple? Because I'm watching the verb and the verb is in the base form. That's how I know that we are talking about the simple present tense. Here, past simple. And as you know, with past simple, we have two. We have the past simple with the verb to be, was and were. And we have the past simple with auxiliaries, did. And here we have an example with was and were. Please, can you read on this example?
You were at home, weren't you? You weren't at home, were you?
Correct. And how can you make a sentence using the auxiliary did? How could you make a sentence?
Did you at home?
Okay, or we can say, you stayed at home, no? Using a stay in the past tense. You stayed at home, didn't you? And the other way could be, you didn't stay at home, did you? Because remember, we are making statements. We cannot make questions and then tag, no? We have to make an affirmative sentence or negative sentence. And if you start your sentence using did, that's a question. So, you stayed at home, didn't you? And the other one, you didn't stay at home, did you? All right. And well, here, you got it, right? Did you understood that one?
So, a little bit.
Oh, okay, well, let's type it in. I will be typing it on the chat, my sentence. You stayed at, oh, like that.
Okay.
You stayed at home, comma, didn't you? And the other one is you didn't, which is the negative. You didn't stay at home. Did you? Because remember that in the simple past tense, y es una estructura gramatical que la hemos estado repasando muy frecuentemente, muy seguido. Entonces, we know, sabemos que el verbo tiene que estar en pasado, ¿no? Cuando no se utiliza el auxiliar, en afirmativo. Y en negativo, porque estamos utilizando el auxiliar, tiene que estar en su forma base, right? So you stayed at home, didn't you? You didn't stay at home, did you? Got it? Questions, doubts?
No.
Okay, perfect. Now we have to go on to the past continuous tense. And well, for the past continuous tense, we know that the structure tells us verb to be in the past was where, followed by a verb in the ing form. So this is the past continuous. And here we have two examples. Please, can you read them?
Tom was watching TV, wasn't he?
Correct. And the other example?
Tom wasn't watching TV, was he?
Correct. And here for the present perfect tense, we know that we are going to be using the auxiliaries have or has, depending on the subject, and the verb must be in the past participle tense. So please, can you read on the examples?
He has written 5 letters, hasn't he? He hasn't written 5 letters, has he?
Yes, he hasn't written. And well, For the past perfect tense, which you're not going to be seeing in this unit, but it is very important for you to know, we use the auxiliary had. Okay, but don't you worry about this structure because it's not going to be included in this unit. It's just the information there so you know, because later on we are going to be reviewing this grammar tense, okay? So don't you worry. Just please read the examples.
You had lunch, hadn't you?
Yes, you had had.
You had lunch, hadn't you?
Mhm.
You hadn't had lunch, had you?
Correct. And why here we have two hats? Because this is the auxiliary and this is the verb in the past participle tense. That's why. And well, here with will, we know that will we use to express future time. So please read. Can you read on the two examples?
He'll read this book, won't he? He won't read this book, will he?
Correct. And here we can also use the modal verbs to write tag questions. And here we have two examples with the modal verb can.
He can read this book, can't he? He can't read this book, can he?
Perfect. Yes, so remember, tag questions are basically like asking two times in the same question. And well, you can apply the tag questions to all the grammar tenses, and this is important. So, any doubts or questions about this?
Not for now, miss.
Okay, all right. Well, if you have any doubts or questions while doing the practices, just let me know, okay?
Okay.
Let's please start with this practice. Maybe we can start with the one in Kahoot. And then we are going to do the live. There you go. That's the practice. Please work on it and let me know when you finish.
It's not available.
Really? Is it loading?
No, just set the tag questions and then my answers and un informe, pero no me habilita.
Okay, you can start then with the second practice and I will right now see what is going on with this one. Okay, don't worry. Please start with the second practice. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, I have it. I open it. It's on. Maybe it's the internet because as you can see, it's on. But don't worry. Just start with the second one and then you can go back onto Kahoot again. Okay. How are you doing with the practice, Alejandra?
I almost finished the first practice.
Okay, all right, take your time, don't worry.
I'm finished, miss.
All right, both of the practices or the first one?
No, just one. I did everything wrong.
Okay, let's check so we can find and see if you have any mistakes or what happened, okay? Don't worry. Let's check. Here, the most important thing is to identify the time. Aquí lo más importante es identificar la estructura gramatical, ¿no? ¿En qué tiempo se está hablando? Nada más. Ok. You are going. ¿Qué estructura gramatical es? You are going to clean my bedroom for me. Future with going to, ¿no? Futuro con going to. You are going. Aren't you? Oh, this one is correct. Maybe because of, sí, es por la mayúscula, ¿no? Porque como es una continuación de la oración, es con minúscula. ¿No? Es por la mayúscula que te corrigió mal.
Okay.
All right. I left the wallet there. Didn't I? Yes, it's correct. This one is correct too. 1, 2, correct. It sounds very exciting, isn't it? Correct. I love this town. All right. Okay, don't you? Don't I? Why? Because we have to copy the same subject. If I'm asking with I, here I have to write I. Like
Okay.
here, right? You read I, and here you wrote I. Okay, this is for the subject. I love this town, don't I? It's like you're asking to yourself. So 1, 2, 3, correct. And this one is not because of the subject. Here. Her mother lives in Manchester, doesn't she? Yeah, this one is also correct. It's because of the capital letter. This one is correct. That is the stolen bracelet. That is okay, isn't it? Correct also. He'll never forget that day. Oh, here. What is this?
He will.
He'll he'll never forget. This is future, right? Because we are using here future with will.
Yes.
Mhm. So, won't he? Here you have to type in won't.
Okay.
Won't he? This film is about a man who loses his memory, isn't it? Yes, correct. I am a very clever student. Aren't I? Yes, correct. This was because of the capital letter, nuevamente, ¿no? She is a very good tennis player, isn't she? Correct. You weren't at the party yesterday, were you? Correct. I didn't promise you anything. Did I? Correct. Donald didn't forget your birthday, did he? Or correct. Your help. Did I? Do I? Yes, they are playing chess, aren't they? Andy can speak Italian. Can he? Correct. You don't know Betty. Do you? Perfect. An exciting job, isn't it? Yes. He won't send me a postcard. Here again, right? Won't. Won't
Yes.
is talking
Future.
about the future. Correct. So it's here. Will he? We are in front of his house, aren't we? Lola lost her glasses yesterday. Here. This is the simple past with the auxiliary did. Este es el pasado simple con el auxiliar did. ¿Por qué? Porque no vemos el verbo to be en la oración afirmativa, ¿no? Por eso no puede ser el verbo to be. Tiene que ser usado el auxiliar. So, Lola lost her glasses yesterday. Didn't she?
Okay.
Okay. And here, you've got. Aquí vemos la contracción del have y el verbo en pasado participio. Inmediatamente cuando nosotros vemos el verbo en pasado participio, sabemos que es el presente perfecto, ¿no? You've got a Polaroid camera. Haven't you?
Okay.
Present perfect. I'm late, aren't I? Correct. Bob's absent. Bob is, no? Absent.
Isn't it?
Isn't
Isn't
he?
he?
Correct. George doesn't drink tea. Does he? Perfect. We are happy, aren't we? He comes from Italy, doesn't he? You like playing the piano. Here, negative, don't you?
Yes.
Mary lived in Washington. Oh, here again is the simple past tense, right? Because we don't see here the verb to be in the past. Mary lived in Washington, didn't she?
Okay.
He'll be 5 in 3 days. Again, no future. He will. So, won't he? Here is future. You won't do that. Will you? Again,
Yes.
future. People often tell lies. Okay, this is in the simple present. Don't they?
Okay.
Because here we don't see any auxiliary. Mhm. L is in the base form. All right, so here you have 1, 2, let's see, where is the other one? 3, 4, 5, and here, 5, and let's see, where are the other ones? 5, and here, 6. All right, so you have around 6 mistakes only. So that means that you have like 8.5. Okay, so don't you worry, everything was correct. But the only thing I notice is that we have to review the future, right, with will.
Yes.
This is very important. Future with will and the simple past with the auxiliaries did. All right, so only those two grammar structures. The rest, simple present, present continuous, it's fine. Okay, so let's please work on the second practice now.
Okay.
The practice is in Kahoot. And when you finish, let me know.
Okay,
Thank you.
Miss. Miss, sigue sin dejarme, puede ser porque estamos dos estudiantes con el mismo nombre, tal vez.
No, it is not. No es por eso, debe ser por tu internet, porque yo hago clic en la práctica y automáticamente me abre la ventana.
Porque me sale como si yo hubiera respondido.
Oh, debe ser por la otra estudiante Alejandra que tengo.
Sí,
Pero puedes poner montaña, entonces sí, no te preocupes. Don't worry.
lo que pasa es que no me deja a empezar el juego, por eso no puedo ni poner mi nombre. Me sale como Alejandra y como si yo hubiera hecho.
Really? That's so odd.
Lo que pasa
No.
es que yo tengo el Kahoot instalado y no sé por qué no me deja.
Oh, that's so weird. Qué raro, qué extraño. ¿Y si no te dejan ni siquiera poner el nombre?
No, me sale como nueva liga y luego nada más crear Kahoot y no me deja, o sea, usualmente abro normal el...
Qué extraño. Ok, well, don't worry, no te preocupes. I will do something else. Nuevamente yo entraré y voy a cambiar nuevamente, voy a generar otro enlace. Qué extraño. Que mío abre, ¿no? No, bueno. Right, so I will be sharing with you right now. Sí. Okay. There you go. Try with that link, please. Intenta con ese enlace, por favor. Alejandra.
Este sí.
Oh, ok, perfect. Perfecto, qué bueno.
I'm finished, Miss.
Great. And how did you do?
17 out of 20.
Okay, that's great. That's a great score. All right. So is there any doubt or question that you may have about questions?
I think I just have to memorize and um, think first and then just answer.
Okay, all right. Yes, and try to just review the future with will and simple past with did.
Okay.
Okay, because these two were the ones that you got confused. So just review. As you know, grammar structures will always be the same as formulas in physics. We just have to memorize, right? And then apply. It's the same. All right,
Yes.
well, let's please move on. Okay, so next we are going to be reviewing adjectives and adverbs. And as you know, well, you have a long list. You have actually the complete list on how adjectives and verbs changed. Tienes la lista, ¿verdad? Porque en un módulos anteriores vimos cómo se modifican, ¿no?
Sí.
Specifically, how they modify. And well, as you know, we have to add ly to all of the adverbs, right? Ly. And you know that adverbs are going to be describing verbs and adjectives. And adjectives are the ones that describe the noun. And well, here we have a list, but it's just a general list with some adjectives and adverbs. And well, here we have the first one. Angry is the adjective and the adverb is angrily. Please, can you read on the next one?
Yes. Anxious, anxiously. Bad, badly. Brave, bravely. Calm, calmly. Careful, carefully. Certain, certainly. Correct, correctly. Eager, eagerly. Easy, easily. Excited, excitedly. Extreme, extremely.
Yes. And from this first column, is there any adverb that you may not understand?
Eager.
Okay, ansioso.
Okay.
Any other?
No, just that.
Okay, very good. Let's please continue.
Fast, fast. For, uh, furious, furiously. Generous, generously. Gentle, gently. Glad, gladly. Good, well. Happy, happily. Hard, hard. Honest, honestly. Jealous, jealousy. Kind, kindly. Lazy, lazily.
Yes, so from this second column, any adjective or adverb that you may not remember the meaning?
No.
Perfect. Let's please continue.
Loud, loudly. Natural, naturally. Nervous, nervously. Painful, painfully. Patient, patiently. Perfect, perfectly. Playful, playfully. Polite, politely. Quick, quickly. Quiet, quietly. Rude, rudely. Safe, safely. Selfish, selfishly. Separate, separately. Serious, seriously. Slow, slowly. Sudden, suddenly. Terrible, terribly. Tired, tiredly. Violent, violently. wise, wisely, wrong, wrongly.
Perfect. So from these two last columns, any adjective or adverb that you may not know the meaning?
Mm, suddenly,
All right. So sudden means something that happened very abrupt, ¿no? Algo repentino.
okay,
Y suddenly, repentinamente sería, ¿no? Any
okay.
other?
No, just that.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's great. Let's please work on the practice. There you go. That's the first one.
Okay.
Please work on it and let me know when you finish. Thank you. How are you doing with your practice, Alejandra?
I'm not finished, miss, but I'm gonna do later. Maybe
Yes,
it's
don't worry.
time, isn't it?
Anyways,
Yes,
yes, because anyways, we have classes also on Wednesday still. So don't you
yes.
worry, okay? You're not in a hurry. Actually, we have extra time. So
Okay,
if you didn't finish, it's fine. We are going to continue. And well, let's please work on the survey for today. And that will be
okay.
all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, miss.
All right. Thank you. See you on Wednesday.
Goodbye.
Bye. Have a great day.